This is going beautifully. Do you know, I feel that we are now ready for an entire day of solutions and brainstorming. The conversation goes beyond this room. And if you are on Twitter, the hashtag you need is #GlobalAg. If you are on Twitter, it means that you have a device that sometimes makes noise and might have a spectacular ringtone. As much as we'd all love to hear that ringtone, do put it on silence or vibrate. That would be a good start. One way of you taking part in the conversation is not just here in the room on microphones, but also online. So we will be polling you, we will be getting your expectations, your ideas, and also your questions. Some of the other moderators will be asking for your questions via this website. So here's the website. Put it in your browser, chi.cnf.io. Don't worry if you missed that, because it will be on the screens from time to time all the way through the day. Okay, so now we're ready. Positivity in the room, phones are silenced, #GlobalAg, you know where to poll, and now the last thing for you to do is to make some noise, lots of noise, for Alicia Black. She's the Managing Director of the Global Food and Agriculture Program for the Chicago Council on Global Affairs. She has been prepping. You're about to hear her spectacular prep. Alicia Black.
Wonderful. Thank you all for that warm welcome. So welcome to all of you. It's our 10th anniversary here at the Global Food Security Symposium. We are delighted that so many of you choose to come here year after year to get inspired, to learn from your peers, and to hear leaders in business, government, and civil society reflect and continue to commit to action. For the past decade, the Council has advocated for U.S. leadership in global food security and has convened experts and leaders to ensure that the incredible community of optimists and pragmatists that work on these wicked problems of malnutrition and poverty do not lose momentum or support. We have much to be proud of collectively, starting with the unanimous reauthorization of the Global Food Security Act last fall. Support for this work has been strong from two very different administrations, ensuring crucial U.S. support for global food security for the next 5 years. We can also see increasing leadership and innovation in the recently passed Farm Bill, which included new ideas for supporting the next generation and expanding technical assistance. But we also know that there is far more to be done. Hunger has risen for the 3rd year in a row. Obesity rates are climbing rapidly all over the world, and extreme and unpredictable weather is making the job harder for farmers and risking the promise of a healthy, affordable, and nutritious diet for all. Solving global food insecurity is a multidimensional challenge, and in the past 5 years, the Council has focused on the foundations of what a modern response must fully acknowledge, including climate change, making nutrition a priority and a priority outcome for agricultural development, the impact of urbanization on food systems, and the role and potential of growing youth populations. This year, we turn our sights on water. Earlier this week, I went for a walk, and I passed by the memorial to Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And I was struck by a quote from FDR that seemed to touch on the heart of this challenge. He said, "Men and nature must work hand in hand. The throwing out of balance of resources of nature throws out of balance also the lives of men." No one knows this better than farmers. And while we sit here, we can't help but think of farmers and communities in Mozambique, the American Midwest, and Indonesia, which are suffering from floods, as well as farmers in Kenya, Colombia, just to name a few, who are dealing with drought. Water stress is forcing us to consider what we must do to balance the needs of mankind when it comes to this shared resource. Today, we will explore what is already working, what more needs to be done, and we will think boldly about how to address water challenges. As we kick things off, we must make a few acknowledgments. First, thank you to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They have been supporting us since our inception, and we appreciate their encouragement and their impatient optimism. Second, a hearty thank you to our sponsors, without whom we could not put on this event. Abbott and Syngenta have sponsored at the lead level, Cargill at the supporting level, and Bayer, Corteva Agriscience, and RTI International at the contributing level. Thank you for investing in us and in this community. Third, thank you to our illustrious and diverse task force listed in the front of your report. This group was co-chaired by Earthrun Cousin and Eiji Kawamura, and they provided invaluable insight and guidance. The report's principal author is Dr. Mark Rosegrant, who brought a great wealth of knowledge and thought leadership to develop the report's content. Thank you to our global partner organizations who are bringing this conversation to the stage. Many of them are participating, but also they're on social media helping to make sure people around the world are participating in this. And as Roger Thoreau would say, they are helping to raise the clamor about global food and nutrition insecurity. Next, let me thank the fantastic and diligent staff of the Chicago Council. They work so hard to support the development of the content, to ensure that it makes it into the hands of decision makers, and they make sure that we curate a great event for you here. Could I ask the council staff that are in the room to just raise their hands? If you look around, there you can see them all. We're here to make this experience great for you. If you have anything that they can do to help you, let them know, but also don't hesitate to thank them if you feel grateful for this opportunity today, as I do. I also want to thank our closest kind of council family and advisors who have been with us for so long. Dan Glickman, Doug B. Ryder, Marshall Bouton, and Catherine Bertini are really the point of inception for this whole program. And we have 3 of them here today, and I just want to say thank you to them also for all the guidance they give me and the rest of our program. And then finally, there's another important group I want to call your attention to, which is our next generation delegates. Could I ask them to stand? Stand up, please. Wonderful. Can we give them a hand? So I got to spend yesterday morning with them, and they are brilliant and inspiring and passionate, and they will give you energy to keep working on these issues. And I would just encourage you to go talk to them, and I'd encourage them to be bold and go talk to anyone in the room. We're all happy to talk to you, and I hope that you have a great experience. We're happy to bring you into the community here, food and nutrition security folks. So go ahead and have a seat. Thank you. Now, shifting gears, we'll now show a short summary video to give you a taste of this year's report, entitled From Scarcity to Security, Managing Water for a Nutritious Food Future. Afterward, our author and co-chairs will take the stage where they'll give you a bit more insight into the key findings and recommendations for action. Thank you all.